Microsoft seemingly turns a corner. They're offering a lot of cool deals. They're offering a lot of cool things when it comes to Xbox. I believe the Xbox Series X is even on sale, trying to match what the PlayStation 5 is doing. It looks like Sony is gearing up to put out their PS5 quote-unquote slim. So we'll see what that's all about. For me personally, it's not something that I'm interested in. Not interested in any upgraded mid-gen refreshes this generation either. As, to be quite honest with you, I don't even feel like we've begun to scratch the surface of what the current platforms can do, and I'm not going to pay $1,200 a piece to do what was promised in the first place, and that goes for both of them, right? Like, I know that I prefer Microsoft and things like that, but at the same time, I'm not going to do that, and I did that last gen, and it didn't really pan out the way that I expected it to, mainly because Microsoft didn't have the content to showcase such a powerful console. And I think the One X will probably go down as one of the better consoles of all time. But the problem with that is, Microsoft themselves are sort of in this weird position where they didn't have any content. So it really relied on updating older content and stuff like that. And that wasn't my thing. But this news really kind of tends to go with Microsoft having a much better position right now in terms of announcements and things like that and getting people excited, which is exactly what we all wanted to see. So we have some good things going on here. It looks like Gamescom is coming. Microsoft did a great job with their E3, not E3, and now we get some new details that leak out. Xbox is one of several big-name publishers confirmed for Gamescom this year, alongside Bethesda, Nintendo, and Bandai Namco. Microsoft promised one of its biggest boosts, and sources told Inside Gaming that the company is going quote-unquote all out and will reportedly have playable demos for upcoming releases like Forza Motorsport, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, and even Towerborn. Each game will be playable for attendees, but more details will also allegedly be revealed, perhaps at Gamescom Open Night Live. While Forza Motorsport launches on October 10th for Xbox Series X and S, Towerborn is going to be arriving sometime early 2024 for both platforms, with playtests planned later this year. Now, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl is planned for this year as well, though it skipped the Xbox Game Showcase in June. Now, Gamescom does run from August 23rd to the 27th, while Gamescom Open Night will occur on August 22nd. We do have that to kind of look at and go, hey, that's some pretty big news as well. Now, as per reported, Xbox is obviously planning one of the biggest booths that they've ever had at Gamescom. Seemingly isn't marketing talk either, according to Insider Gaming. They were told by its sources that the team is going all out for the annual event. It's understood that playable games will include the likes of highly anticipated Forza Motorsport, which again, we're starting to hear some incredible things. We've seen some of the ray tracing stuff and things like that. Stalker 2 kind of disappeared. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty going on in that area of the world, so we weren't really sure if we were going to get anything from that. But again, pretty cool to see that coming out as well. Stalker 2 in particular will be a playable. It's a good sign that the studio has had many pushbacks with the development of the game. In addition, the studio moving many of its developers to Prague because of the recent issues as well. Now the studio has had its game allegedly targeted by some issues as well with some online people. Now the studio has reported that, that obviously things are going much better. They issued a statement. As for now, we kindly ask stalkers and those who want to join the zone in the future not to look at or share any leaked materials of the game. Although these materials are only used for testing purposes and are not release ready, these leaks may ruin your experience of exploring the zone by yourself. Rest assured, our team remains dedicated to deliver an exceptional gaming experience. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl is a game that we dedicated our hearts and souls to. Despite the issues, we will continue to ensure that the game will satisfy your expectations. So yeah, it looks like that game is going to be coming out later this year as well. That's a day one Game Pass game. So yeah, I think that's really cool. I think Microsoft really going all out, not only with their main showcase, but with a secondary showcase. This is like sort of what people get excited about and what they really kind of expect when it comes to Microsoft. This is, you have this team that's capable of doing multiple shows every single year, and that's exactly what they should do. I still think one of their biggest successes with this was back in the day. They did E3 and they had stuff to show off, and then for Gamescom they did entirely different games, right? And I thought that was really cool. I guess some people would maybe want like everything just shown at E3, but I personally do not mind showing certain things at E3 and maybe certain things at Gamescom, or holding back a little bit. As long as you have enough to make E3 great, then why not go ahead and do that, and have multiple shows? I think that makes a lot of sense. But Microsoft is doing something that they have failed to do in the past, which is actually get people hyped and excited about the future of Xbox, which, again, the future seems incredibly bright, and people don't really like to admit that. But, again, we are living in a day and age where, it's easy just to count like some plastic and go, like they'll probably never beat the PlayStation plastics that are sold, but they don't have to if they're doing well all around. And they very much seem to be doing well all around. So that's very cool to see that they're going big as they've ever gone in Gamescom, which I think is a very smart move. For another main reason is it's a place where they don't necessarily do as good, right? So we know that they put up a good fight here in North America, but we don't know in some of these other areas it's not as good of a fight. So hopefully this kind of gets them going in a proper direction and some momentum elsewhere, because they have a lot of great games. They have a console that is simply amazing, probably the best console I've ever played. And they have the deals. They have the cheapest point of entry, the most powerful point of entry for right now anyway. They've got Game Pass, which is an unmitigated success, and obviously not only is it an unmitigated success, but it's also it's the best deal in game. It's the best value in gaming. So when you see stuff like that, you get excited. I know for me personally, I'm excited by what the future is bringing. I can't wait to see more of what they plan on showing and things like that. It's going to be a fun time, and as a gamer, I think that's exactly what gets me excited about the future of the Xbox brand. And I know a lot of you think that way as well. We're getting this Activision thing taken care of. We're getting all this other stuff taken care of. It really kind of comes down to, Microsoft not getting in their own way and, keeping the pressure on. You have to stay competitive. You have to be able to go out there and compete and do the things that is required to get people excited about your brand. So hopefully they'll continue to do that. And I know each and every one of you are excited by the future of Microsoft and Xbox. Please let me know what you think about all of this. Are you going to be watching anything from Gamescom? Are you over there going to go to Gamescom? I think that would be awesome. Let me know what you think, because again, at the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to each and every one of you individually. So let me know. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Rack them up, fact them up, crap gamer them up. And if you are watching my channel, please consider subscribing, or at the very least liking the video. That would mean a tremendous amount to me. So have a great day. Crap gamer out.